What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stat Street Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jarrell Hicks, and this is my first episode back in a long time. I've been gone, I think, since like January. I haven't done a podcast episode. Been busy, been moving and grooving, been having a lot of fun with the family. But it's time to get back serious. Episode 12 of the podcast, man. What's up, guys? Miss doing these hour podcasts, but let's get right into it. A lot of stuff to cover. I'm gonna keep y'all. I'm not gonna be here too long. I'm not gonna date myself and go all the way back to things that happened. But there's a couple of topics that I really want to talk about that happened recently. A little old, but we'll get into it. First off, the big event is tonight. Today is what's today? April the Saturday, April. Okay, it's on to the date. The 24th. That's what today is. The day of the main event, UFC 261. I cannot wait. The three headed title card. Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal for the welterweight title. The women's strawweight title is up in co-main event between champion Weili Zhang, Rose Namajunas, and the women's flyweight title is up in by the champion Valentino Shevchenko against Jessica Andrade. Now, if I had to rank these matchups on my most anticipated to not most anticipated, it would be Weili Zhang versus Rose Namajunas, Valentino Shevchenko and Jessica Andrade, then Kamaru Usman and Jorge Masvidal last in these title matchups. Now, you know, people keep saying Jorge has a chance, a slim one. We seen the first fight. I know people, excuse me, people keep saying a 6 day notice and da da da. He was training the whole time. He was still training. He wasn't training for a match, but he was training to stay ready. And I just fighting styles in general. Even if he wasn't training for in that 6 day matchup or the 6 day notice matchup, he filled in for Gilbert Burns. Jorge, just a fighting style. I think Kamaru is too much. It's just too much to me personally. I don't see Jorge winning at all. I don't see him having a chance. Um, Personally, if Gilbert Burns didn't knock Usman out in that first quick in the first round, cause he was definitely he had a shot early. Burns had a shot early, didn't do it, couldn't do it. He definitely did wobble him though. So if Jorge can do the same thing and capitalize, he has a chance. It's a slim one, but he has a chance. Do it often and do it early. Swing for the fences early, or get lucky early, whatever. But Burns hit Usman with a monster shot, a couple monster shots. Usman dang near folded. He didn't. He dang near folded. So, you know, um, it's a chance there. But based off the first fight, I think it'll be a similar matchup. To be honest, Usman with an easy win, um, unanimous decision win. It should be easy to me personally. But my favorite fight of the entire night, Rose Namajunas versus champion Weili Zhang, women's strawweight co-main. Now, let me tell you this. I enjoy watching a lot of fighters. I enjoy watching a lot of people. Usman, just the list goes on. I'm gonna name every single body I like watching. But my favorite two fighters in the UFC right now are the women. Second being Rose Namajunas, when she's on her game, when she's being super technical and she's dialed in and focused, she's beautiful to watch. But my favorite of all time, my favorite fighter of all time, is Amanda Nunes. Sure, she's a monster. She's a monster, man. But yeah, my favorite two fighters in the UFC, my of all time, and of all time in general, but just right now, also Rose and Amanda Nunes. And I think if Rose is dialed in for all 3 rounds, I think she can beat Willie Zhang. It's gonna be tough though, because Zhang is no joke. We saw her last fight, which was a classic, that she can take punishment. She can take punishment. She can dish it out as well. So, um, if I had to bet my money on it, and I do use FanDuel and bet a lot, but I'm not doing it on this card. I don't know. This matchup is so close to me. Rose is the underdog, but I can't guarantee Rose. But she's my favorite to win though. But I can't guarantee her, to know her mindset. Her focus level. I can't guarantee that, so I won't bet on it. But yeah, I do have Rose winning. And that's just if everything goes right for her. If she comes in down to the focus. Her last fight versus I think Jessica Andrade. Before this fight, she was dialed in. The first round, she looked amazing. First round looked fantastic. Second round, it just went away. She started getting hit more, started getting a little sloppy. The third round, no, it might have been a 5 round fight, honestly. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it should have been main event, maybe. But yeah, whatever it was, she started off strong early. Dialed in, looked great early. And as the fight waned on, she started getting rocked. I started swelling up. I'm like, bruh, what's going on? And she barely escaped by the skin of her teeth. So that's the type of Rose. If Rose is dialed in the entire fight, oh man, it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be a wrap. So we'll see. But I have Rose winning, and the women's flyweight title bout, Valentina Shevchenko, bro, she's just dominant. She's dominant. She's not the most fun to watch all the time, and I don't complain about it. I ain't tripping about that. But I love when fighters be super technical and all that stuff and point and outpoint you and stuff. It's the opponent's job to figure that out, blow past that, and make it nasty. And Jessica Andrade can do that for sure. But I have Shevchenko winning, keeping her title um, pretty easily, to be honest. Her style of fighting, her technical skills, I think she'll be fine. But this main card, all in all, is stacked together. It's pretty good. The middleweight fight, Uriah Hall, Chris Weidman. They fought before a couple years ago. Weidman won. Um, I'll give it to Uriah Hall this time. Weidman has a bunch of injuries. Older, what, 34, 35. Well, Hall is old as well. Not old, but older. And they're around the same age. But Hall has a new camp. He looked good last time we seen him. I think against Anderson Silva. He looked pretty good. I'm going to go with Hall this time around. Light heavyweight matchup, Anthony Smith, Jimmy Crute. Ever since the John Jones fight with Anthony Smith, Smith has been on like kind of a downturn, kind of sort of. So I don't really know. I'm not the most big UFC fan of all time. You know what I mean? I don't know every fighter. I've never seen Jimmy Crute before. He's 12-1, looks pretty young, but I never seen him before, to be honest. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know much about Jimmy Crute, but I'm gonna leave it there. So that matchup, I'm not sure. I guess it's a pick'em. So to be honest. Now, on to the state of UFC for a little bit. On to some UFC rumors. So, the rumor is, which I'm not surprised at because of the backstory between the two, but supposedly, uh, Adesanya, Israel Adesanya will defend his middleweight title next against Marvin Vettori. So says the UFC president Dana White. Now, we all know it should be Robert Whitaker, who just beat Kevin Gastelum easily with no problems. Um, from what we know, didn't have any injuries, didn't have any, bad, just injuries or bruises after the fight. Nothing crazy. He got to heal up from. It takes forever with. But Dana White was on, I think, the Ringer Bill Simmons podcast, and they were talking about certain things, certain stuff like that, and Bill Simmons asked him who's the next UFC pay-per-view star, and he says Marvin Vettori. I was like, what? Out of everybody? But I'm not mad at it though. Look, when you have somebody who's been on a roll like him, built like him, young like him, and your current champion beat him earlier in their career, but it was a struggle. It wasn't easy. Okay, Israel Adesanya, if you don't know, blew through mostly everybody else to get to the title except for Vettori. It was a challenge. I sound like that. It was a challenge, and it was very tough on him. And Adesanya has lost since. He's lost to a bigger guy. He went up in weight division to the lightweight title, the light heavyweight title a couple months ago, and lost to a bigger guy. Lost on the ground, and his glaring deficiency in ground defense definitely showed. Vittori can do the same thing Jan did to Adesanya, you know, but when Vittori get on you, he's gonna stay on you and just wail for the fences. Jan just did it just to stay alive and just to win the fight. Vittori will try to finish you. We seen that against Kevin Holland, who's similarly built like Adesanya, who has a similar problem on defense on the ground like Adesanya. So I'm not surprised, and it's a business, and it's a business. We already seen Robert Whitaker versus Adesanya. He got Robert Whitaker got TKO'd in the second round. Cool. Um, he's the former champion who lost the belt to Adesanya. You would think he would get an immediate rematch or something. He had to go through 3 fights to get a rematch, and now that's on hold because a newcomer has come up. So I'm not mad at it. No, it's business. It's business. Um, but the rumor is, well, from Dana White, it said Vittori gets Adesanya next, and then whoever wins that one will get Robert Whitaker. He gets a rematch at whoever wins. And to be honest, I think Robert Whitaker is praying for Adesanya because I said this once Vittori beat Kevin Holland, 3 weeks ago. I was saying, man, if he fights Adesanya next, I think he'll win, and I think he'll hold the belt for a long time. And I truly believe uh, when this match, Vittori and Adesanya, is scheduled and set in stone, I have Vittori winning. I will bet money he will win. I'm telling you right now. So it's tough, on Robert Whitaker and his fans and things like that, but it's a business, man. It's a business, and Dana White does not play around. So yeah, it's tough. That's really it for UFC, though. I'm not gonna talk about the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight. I'm not talking about that. Um, Floyd Mayweather trying to fight Logan Paul now. Well, that was set in stone at first, and then it was on hold, and now it's trying to get back. I think for June 5th. I think they're trying to set it up for. But yeah, I'm not talking about none of that stuff. I am watching one championship on TNT now. I saw uh, my first one event this past Thursday. It was one championship event 3 on TNT. It was pretty solid. 2 fights, last like an hour, so it was perfect timing. Not too late, from like 9 to 10 o'clock, 10 to 11 o'clock, something like that. Not it's not bad. I meant to watch PFL last night. I think it was on ESPN. I think I meant to watch it, didn't watch it, but I am gonna watch Clarissa Shields, boxing champion, make her MMA debut on PFL. I think coming up in a couple months, another couple weeks or a month or so. So I'm gonna watch that for sure. Make sure I find the date on that and watch that. I'm gonna see how she does. Let's see. I watch Bellator as well, so I'm definitely entrenched in the MMA world now. Just trying to find out just trying to find out the fighters and stuff like that. But I've been watching UFC for a long time. I'm now branching myself out to the other networks because they all are pretty good. They all are pretty good. They all have pretty good fighters. So, it's cool to see, and it's different to see other brands of the same type of fight. No, same type of thing. So yeah. Uh, UFC isn't the main people on TV now. You have Bellator on Showtime, One Championship on TNT, PFL on ESPN. So yeah, it's great. It's great. But that's really it for the MMA talk. Let's get into some basketball news. And first and foremost, RIP Terrence Clark. Kentucky prospect, Boston kid, lost his life in a car accident a couple days ago. Now, uh, prayers up for Brandon Boston, his teammate who saw the accident and who saw his body after the accident. Prayers for his direct family, all that stuff, and also Brandon Boston, and everyone, all his friends and family involved and all that stuff, and just people that love them and stuff like that. But I want to call out some YouTubers, some content creators. Enough is enough. It's time to stop profiting off people's death. And I seen some. Look, I'm not the moral police. I'm not the YouTube guideline police. I'm not the, what I mean? But it's about just having morals. You know what I'm saying? And I seen people putting up videos on YouTube, getting decent views too. Like more than what their channel averages. And the hour of the news being announced, people saying, "Rip Terrence Clark, is he dead now? Is he really dead?" Question mark. That is the title of some people's videos. Um, Rip Terrence Clark and Brandon Boston. Brandon Boston is not passed away, guys. You know what I'm saying? Let the news come out first. Let the news settle. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's more. It's more topics. I mean, it's more headlines. It's more YouTube titles. I just looked over and like, bro, this is nasty. People are nasty, and they're getting double the views they normally get. They're getting triple the views they normally get. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not with that. Like I said, it's none of my business. Whatever make you happy, whatever make your channel gain views and audience, I guess it's cool. If it's cool with you, it's cool with me. But you know, that's not something I would do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But Rip Terrence Clark, prayers up for his family, friends, loved ones. Prayers up for Brandon Boston, who's seen him uh, after the accident and things like that. Directly after, going to check up on him. And you see the video, him with his shirt off. Brandon Boston looked in the car a couple times and seen him and things. So you never know what he saw. So prayers up for everyone involved, direct friends, all that stuff. Um, but on staying with young basketball players, Chet Holmgren, the number one player in the 2021 high school basketball class, decided to go to Gonzaga. And if you don't know Chet Holmgren, 18 years old, 7 foot, 195, looks like a white KD, basically. You know what I'm saying? Not as athletic, but just as skilled. You know what I'm saying? Freak of a guy. Um, I would have loved to see him go to the G League. I have no problem. I have no problems with the college, but you know, but I guess you can't. Is the rule so? Is the rule is set for you to get paid off your likeness now, right? I think that's the rule. I think it's going in place this year, so I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. He'll get some bread. I think he'll get more than what. I think he'll get more than the G League if the rule is set in place now. I think it is though. I did a video a while back talking about it. It's been so long ago now. I forgot when the rule actually sets in place, but yeah. So if he will get paid for his likeness and stuff this year, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. But even if he doesn't, though, some players to me are just too good for college, and I think Chet is one of those guys. Um, you know, his strengths, his weaknesses already, and his weakness is basically just being physical. He's a 7 foot, 195 center, real thin type of guy playing the big boys. We've seen his tape for years now. He's gonna struggle with being physical with the bigger guys in the inside, and that's it. That's really it. But his length will kind of take up for that sometimes. But other than that, but sometimes it won't. Basically that's what it is. On offense, he's the ultimate mismatch. He has good dribble, great dribble for his size. Great shot, mid range, inside, outside, great feel for the game, great poise. So yeah, pretty good rebounding. We'll see how that rebounding goes against bigger, thicker guys, but he should be fine. We know what he does. He'll be solid. At least, for sure, be a top 2 pick. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, he went to Gonzaga. My favorite player in this draft personally is Jayden Hardy, shooting guard from Henderson, Nevada. He's Let me see. So the news on him is 6'4", 190, shooting guard, score lights out of the daggone building. He can shoot the ball out the building, bro. I love Jayden Hardy, my favorite player in this class personally. But the rumor is he's unlikely to play college football. I mean, college basketball. So I'm not sure if that's overseas, if that's G League or not. No decision has been made public yet. But everything I'm seeing is still saying he's not going to play college. Unlikely to. I mean, let me read the article. I read it before when it first came out a couple of days ago. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Top remaining recruit, Jayden Hardy, is unlikely to play college basketball. Let me read through real quick. He has an offer from every blue blood program in college basketball and can make an instant impact for an NCAA tournament title contender. Let me see. Yeah, so unlike Holmgren committing to Gonzaga, Hardy is more likely to take his talent straight to the professional ranks. Okay, cool. And Crystal Ball, the 247 Crystal Ball project Kent predictions project the Nevada native to go to pro next season. So yeah, I guess G League. I guess G League, which is cool. We just seen another recruit go to G League yesterday. I seen it. Let me look his name up real quick. Uh, I literally seen a guy go to the G League yesterday. Yes, his name, Michael Foster, signed with the NBA G League Ignite as a 5-star prospect, opt to skip out on college. Now, I am not familiar with Michael Foster at all. I don't know who that is, to be honest with you guys. Let me see. Michael Foster, top ranked guy, 5-star recruit. Um, he signed with the G League Ignite over Florida State and Georgia, becoming the first player to sign with Ignite in his second season. Ranked 14th overall in this year's class is good. Number 5 player at his position. I guess small forward, power forward, 6'9", 220. He had offers from Kansas, LSU, Oklahoma State University, USC, and UCLA. Pretty good. Very good, shoot. Okay, cool. Cool. As a junior, he averaged 26 points, 13 rebounds, 6.1 blocks. He upped those as a senior to 32 points, 18.4 rebounds per game, while earning McDonald's All-American honors. He's official to me. He's official to me. So we'll see what Michael Foster does. I've seen a bunch of G League games this year, for sure. I've seen it probably about 6. I've seen about 6. They were kind of tough to find for me, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch them again this year. No, I don't know Foster, but he seemed pretty good. Numbers seem pretty good. Jayden Hardy, I'm gonna watch him for sure. It looks like he's going there as well. So yeah, we'll see who else follows. But yeah, I'm gonna watch them for sure again this year. So yeah, that's really it for young basketball, college, high school. NBA draft coming in a couple months. I think in June, should be in June. Um, my favorite player in that draft, Jalen Green. Uh, no, people saying Suggs over Caden Cunningham. No way, no how, no, no. Suggs is solid. Look, Suggs is cool, but I don't really have Suggs as a must need guy. There's a lot of points in this league. He might be a point slash combo guard. He's not that. He's not that nice to me. He's good, but he's not crazy. Suggs not that crazy to me, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would go Cade Cunningham first, probably Jalen Green second, and then third would be either Suggs or Kuminga. But I'm not. Oh no, sorry, Mobley, Evan Mobley from USC, and then fourth it will be Kuminga or Suggs. To me personally, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm not people going with the Suggs over Cade Cunningham talk. No sir, no sir, we're not doing that. No sir. Cade was great all year long. he deserved that top spot. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that one. Um, on to baseball. We're not gonna be here long at all. But someone get me back into baseball, man. I'm trying to get back into baseball. I was a baseball fan from late middle, I can't even talk. I was a baseball fan from late elementary school all the way up to high school. But starting like junior, senior year of high school, it just got boring. It's like, bruh, the game getting, and I think they just brought in instant replay. That's what it was, and the game got even longer. I'm like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? Like it's ridiculous. But over the years, I've seen like, well, I've been I've been out of high school for about 9, 10 years now. No, about 7, 8 years now. Um, and I've seen like a handful of games since. To be honest, like I just fell off the sport in total for some reason. But I'm a Boston Red Sox fan. I just brought MLB the Show 21. I love the baseball game. I ain't played in a long time either, but I love baseball games. I used to. So I'm gonna get back in the game, man. Who's the relevant player still? Who's great on? Who's good? Who's great? Who's solid? I'm trying to figure it out, man. So I'm gonna try to get back into baseball. I've been betting on baseball on FanDuel. I've been alright. I've been alright betting on baseball, but baseball this year seems kind of weird. Like I've seen a bunch of games. I bet on a bunch of games, so I've seen it for sure. that teams are up 4-0, and then they give up like 6 runs in one inning. I'm like, what the world? my bet thrown in the trash. I'm like, what? I've seen that a bunch of times. So it looks like the pitching is off this year. I'm not sure. But I've seen a bunch of games where, the score's 3-0, 3-1, and then in one inning a team gets like six. I'm like, what the world? A bunch of times though. It's weird, like 5, 6, 4. Like they be going crazy in one inning. I'm like, what's going on with this year's pitching? So I don't know if that's COVID related or that's just a lack of focus or something, but yeah, I lost a lot of bets because of the team was up in the fourth, fifth inning by 5 points, and they end up losing by about 10. I'm like, wow. The daggone team up by 5 zip loses it by 10 to 5, 10-6. I'm like, that's crazy. So I'm gonna try to get back into baseball, but it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna definitely try and see who the players are, see who the go-to guys are. I see Bryce Harper still playing. Mike Trout, is he still great? I'm not sure if he's still considered great or not. Cause I gotta find that stuff out myself. So, but I'm gonna be reporting on baseball soon on my YouTube channel and on the podcast. So it's coming soon. Definitely coming soon with that. On to some NFL news. NFL draft is this upcoming, well, I guess next, because today's Saturday. So, next upcoming Thursday, NFL draft starts day one of the NFL draft, the first round. I'm excited. Always been excited. My dream was to be NFL. It didn't happen, but I love seeing other kids' dreams and goals come true, and they get that money. Oh man, I love the young guys get that money. Hope they be smart with it. Hope they do good with it. But I've been doing draft content here and there. I have not released my mock draft yet. I said I would last week. I might not do it at all. I'm not really a mock draft guy, to be honest. I do predictions all the time, but on little things. I don't do it on entire big. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not a mock draft type of guy like that. But I do have some predictions I've had on my channel. Um, Kellen Mond will be the offensive still of the draft. I think he can go to a multiple spots. Broncos, Washington football team, uh, Steelers, whoever needs a quarterback for the next for the future, another year or two, I think Kellen Mond is an option for your team. Plain and simple. And I think he might win the spot this year depending on where he goes. I'm a big fan of Kellen Mond, so I'll say it again. One of my predictions is Kellen Mond will be the offensive steal of the draft, wherever he goes. Probably second round, maybe early third. But yeah. Um, my other prediction is Asante Samuel Jr. will be the defensive steal of the draft in this year's class, in this year's draft. solid zone cornerback, just like his dad. Well, his dad was a better man guy, but zone cornerback, about 5'9", 5'10", 190. Isn't afraid to tackle, isn't afraid to hit hard, doesn't play his size. He plays bigger than what his size is. I like him a lot. I love him as a player. I think he'll be great. He's a ball hawk like his dad. He'll be great. So I'm a big fan of Asante Samuel Jr. I'm a big fan of Kellen Mond. And I believe whoever get those guys in round 2, round 3 will have a steal on their hands and be a very good player for a long time to come. Um, let's see, my more predictions I have. My Falcons with the number 4 pick. I don't have a I have a prediction if they move back, which I think they will. Because someone will move up for a quarterback, probably Patriots, maybe I doubt the Steelers. Patriots might move up for a quarterback. Broncos might move up for. Okay, let me slow down. The Patriots might move up for a quarterback. The Broncos might, but I doubt it. The rumors are the Raiders might do it as well, move up for a top quarterback. We'll see. But if the Falcons move the pick, which I think they will, they'll go down to the teams and they'll get a pass rusher. There'll be Greg Russo from Miami, Jalen Phillips from Miami, or Quinny Pay from Michigan. Um, I think those are top 3 options for us personally as a Falcons fan. Now, if we keep the pick at number 4, um, I don't think we're going quarterback. I used to bang the drum for that for a long time since this process started, since the offseason started. I've changed my mind. I would just, if we keep it, I'll go with Kyle Pitts, the best player available, and that's Kyle Pitts. I love Julio, but he can never stay healthy ever. You know what I'm saying? He's never played a full season, I don't think, or it's been a long time since he has. Um, so I will go with Kyle Pitts, pair him up in the tight end slash slot slash receiver position. You have him, Hayden Hurst, Calvin Ridley, and Julio Jones for about 8 games, about half the season basically. You know what I'm saying? And Matt Ryan can do some work and pray for a decent quarterback next year or something in the draft. That's why, or draft somebody late, like Kellen Mond or something late, or no second round Kyle Trask, something like that. Draft them in the later second, third rounds, whatever. So that's what I would do. We need a running back too. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We signed a running back. I forgot who, but we needed one for the future though. I don't know, man. I don't know, but you know, if I'm the Falcons, I'm going pass rush first in the first round, no matter where it's at. Pass. Well, if we trade back, pass rush. We need a safety too. We need corner. We need everything. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I'm so sick. We need corner. We need safety. We need linebackers. We need a future quarterback. We need a running back. Jeez Louise. This safety class is pretty good. But I don't think you can find a good one in third round, though. It's a thing. The linebackers are pretty decent. You might can't find one. You might can't find a good one, a great, a solid, great one, not solid, great one. You might can't find a upper echelon good linebacker in the third round. You can, but I don't think there's that many floating around this year's draft in like middle linebackers. We have Deion Jones, and that's about it. Although we have Aluquan, I don't know his name, but something like that. So yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sick already. See, look, to be honest, if you've seen my videos, I've been banging the drum. Trade Matt Ryan this offseason, trade Julio Jones. I've been saying that for about a year now. And I understand the salary cap. If we trade them, our salary cap will be in like super duper trouble. It's already bad already. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't really care. I would rather get them out of here, get some picks for him, get some players for him, get something. But we hold on to him. We held on to him. I ain't tripping about it no more. It is what it is. So I guess we will keep him. But we need a lot of players with a limited amount of picks. So I don't know, man. I'm a little sad now thinking about it. But let's see. My favorite player in this draft is Kyle Pitts. Second player, my second favorite player in this draft is Penei Sewell, the tackle, who I believe for some reason is getting dropped down the draft. It's a question. It's a question. All of a sudden, is he top 5? Will he go in the top 10? I'm like, what is going on? Why is he dropping so much? That's that's the crazy thing about it. And Rashawn Slater, he looks good. He tested well, looked good, but Penei Sewell all the way, bro. Penei Sewell's all to me all the way the best one. And it's crazy. I mean, out the top 5 isn't ridiculous now because if the top 4 is quarterbacks, then okay, cool. The fifth might not be a lineman, but some saying out the top 10, barely top 10, top 8. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But like I said, it depends on the situation for the team, whatever. Trevor Lawrence going 1, Zach Wilson going 2, 49ers getting a quarterback. 4 at the Falcons might trade with somebody that want a quarterback. The fifth pick is the Bengals. They're gonna get maybe a receiver or a lineman. So we'll see. And the rumor is they might get Kyle Pitts at 5. If the Falcons don't take him at 4. So, you know, the line that's automatically pushed down to 6. So yeah, I understand. It's not a slight to him, but when the process first started and the mocks from last year, the early mock drafts, it was the Jets or the Jaguars getting Trevor Lawrence, and then Penei Sewell going to the Jets or the Jaguars. And now how things show out, how things play out and happen. He might barely be top 10s, but um, I'm excited for these guys, praying for these guys to have financial stability and financial health and all that stuff. So, draft upcoming Thursday. I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. Um, this NFL jersey rule. This in the NFL, this new NFL jersey number rule. An NFL player can get whatever number they want for the most part, depending on the range of what position you're in and what range your numbers in, whatever. And you can get a number to a certain range, but you have to buy all of your back stock at all these stores. Who texting my phone? Okay, you have to buy all your back stock at all the Nike stores. And what's his name? Dalvin Cook, Minnesota Vikings running back. What number does he want? Oh man, I saw the news the other day. Hold on, let me look his name up. Dalvin Cook. Here we go. Dalvin Cook want to change his number. It's not popping up. Okay, Dalvin Cook will stick with number 33. He was considering a single digit jersey number switch, but the cost was 1.5 million to buy his stock, to buy his old jersey stock in number 33s. That's wild. He said, "Nah, I'm good, fam. I'm good. I'm good." I I wouldn't do it either though. I wouldn't do it either. If it's that much, 1.5 milli to buy some jerseys. Oh man. I mean, if you not smart, but if you think outside the box and think differently, if Dalvin Cook or any player were to buy their jerseys back, you could sell them on your own. I will have a pop up shop somewhere in Minnesota. Fans come get it for the cheap. I paid 1.5. I'm not sure what the stock is, so that, I don't know how to do the math for a point. For per shirt. But I would just have a pop up shop and get some money back. It won't be a million for sure, but at least try to get a couple 100,000 back. I will have a pop up shop in Minnesota if I'm or whoever the player is. A pop up shop in the city or state of your of where you play at, and have fans come and have a big announcement. Yo, we giving away my old jerseys for a heavy discount because real authentic jerseys cost about 200 a pop. So I would sell it for like 50. You know what I'm saying? And get some money back there. You're gonna get at least a couple 100,000 back. You paid 1.5 for it. I would think the jerseys cost per about 150 plus 150 to 200. You get back you charge about $50 per jersey once you buy all of yours back. Have a couple pop up shops because no, that's a bunch of jerseys, I guess. Doing the numbers, so I would have about a couple days worth of pop up shop. People come by and get jerseys. Yeah, yeah, you get back at least a couple 100,000. So I would do it that way. To me personally, I would buy mine back if I had the money for it. If I'm a big time guy, I had a couple contracts. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple milli on me. I would buy mine back and resell it to the fans, pop up shop, whatever, for like $50. A heavy discount for my old jersey. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do personally. But I'm not mad at it now. I don't got 1.5 million to spend either. And if I did, it wouldn't be on a bunch of no daggone jerseys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at it. I can't wait to see who the first player is that will go through with it. Um, the DeAndre Hopkins wants 6. Let's see, Dalvin Cook. I don't know what number he wanted. It just says single digit in general. Did it say what number? It's funny. Minnesota wide receiver Justin Jefferson and cornerback Cameron Dantzler have already announced that they will be sticking with their current jersey numbers for 2021. I mean, they're second year players. They don't have that much money to spend on jerseys. See, Cook just got a brand new deal worth about 50 million, 40 million. He still said, nah, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. But yeah, it's funny seeing two sophomore guys, no, two upcoming second year guys say, nah, I'm good. Yeah, cause that price. That price. If Dalvin Cooks is 1.5, Jefferson and Dantzler is probably around $1,800,000 range. Just somewhere in that same similar, no, not similar, but somewhere in that, not a milli, but Jefferson might be a milli. But Dantzler, the cornerback, who's pretty solid, had a decent rookie year. His is probably 500,000, 700,000, something like that. Shouldn't be a milli though for his, but yeah, it's a lot of money, man. See, I can't wait to see what player goes through with it first. Um, if I had to guess, I'd probably be Hopkins. He has a bunch of money, been great for a long time. He might can afford. I mean, he might. He might say, "F it, I'll just do it anyway." Just I'll do the 1.5, 2 mil, and get my jersey. We'll see though. But yeah, man, that's really it for the episode. Some quick, less than an hour, less than 45 minutes actually. So in and out, quick and fast. But yeah, every Saturday from now on, let's get to it. Episodes coming out every Saturday. I'm gonna hold myself to it. I'm back. Episode 12 is over. I will see you guys next time. Oh, don't forget to follow the channel. I forgot to plug it in at the top of the video. My social media at Stats Free Sports on all social media handles. Um, follow, listen to the podcast on all podcast platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, all the places. Wherever you find podcasts at, that's where this podcast will be. And I'll see you guys next time.